Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to this channel and please turn on the notification button so that you would always be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much. In this video, I'll be talking about what a parent can do in order to avoid making his or her child to repeat a class. In the last video I uploaded, I spoke about repeating a class generally, what it means, what it can do to a child, and even to a parent. If you have not seen that video, please search for the video on my page, and don't forget to leave a comment in the video, like the video, and share the video. As I said earlier, in this video I'll be talking about what you need to do in order to ensure that your child does not need to repeat a class. The first thing that I'll be talking about is that as a parent, you need to ensure that your child attends class regularly. It is very, very important. It is necessary for your child to attend class regularly. Please and please avoid making your child stay at home unnecessarily when your child is supposed to be in school. You know, if your child misses school a day, 2 days in a week, for 2 weeks and so on, it would affect your child's performance at the end of the academic year, at the end of the session. So it is very, very important that your child attends class regularly, so that your child would be able to learn, your child would listen in the class, your child would be engaged in exercises, classwork, and so as well as assignments or homework from the school. You know, all these things, evaluation, classwork, assignments, exercises, they help students, they help children to learn better, to improve academically. So please, as a parent, if you do not want your child to repeat a class, ensure that your child attends class regularly. And another thing I will talk about is that you, as a parent, you need to seek experts to diagnose learning abilities of your child. You know, your child could have learning ability, disabilities rather. You know, you seek help, you seek the help of experts to evaluate your child. Yes, so that they would evaluate your child psychologically and educationally, you know, in order to diagnose learning disabilities, language disorders, neurodevelopmental issues, emotional issues, and so on and so forth. So when you seek the help of experts, you would be guided on what to do about your child, so that your child would not end up repeating a class or a grade. You know, your child could have issues psychologically. It could be a disorder, it could be language disorders, or it could be learning disabilities. So you really have to seek the help of experts, so that they would diagnose all this. They would know which one your child has, so that they would find solution to it. And it is better to do this as early as possible, so that it will not affect your child's performance at school later in the future. Another thing that a parent could do is to strengthen learning at home. Yes, this is very, very important, and many parents don't do this. So it is better for a parent to strengthen learning at home. And how do you do this? You do this by doing research and by encouraging your child to read on his or her own. This is very, very important. When your child comes home after school, after the child has rested, has maybe slept, has eaten, it is better for you to do research about what the child has been taught at school, and then maybe if the child has been given homework assignment, you assist the child and you encourage the child to read on his own. By doing that, your child would learn better, your child would improve academically, and your child would not need to repeat a class. That is very, very important. Another thing that a parent can do is to consider if the thought of repeating a class is more of a defeat, or for the parent, that is for you as a parent, you need to consider if repeating a class, if your child repeats a class, is it more of a defeat for you as a parent, or are you worried? Are you worried about what others will say? What would others think? Do you think that it is a bad idea or a bad decision? These are the things that you also need to consider. Yeah, there are some parents, they don't just want to hear it. They don't want to hear that their children have to repeat the same class. And why is it that they don't want to hear such? That's because they think about themselves. That is, these parents are selfish. Yes, you are thinking about yourself, that, oh, what will people say? Oh, but won't this affect me? How would it affect you? You are the parents. You are not the students that needs to repeat. It is your child that has to repeat. Now, when you are considering this matter, just for your own sake and not for your child's sake, oh, this could end up affecting your child later in future. So you need to really check yourself if this matter, this issue of repeating a class has to do with you more, or your child, because there are some parents, they will say, oh, what would people think? Oh, is this a good decision? Yes, you need to check whether it is a good decision or not. If it is a decision that would affect you or affect your child, now your child is your priority, so you have to consider if it would affect your child, not you. So these are some of the things that a parent should do when in order to avoid making his or her child repeat a class. And another thing that a parent needs to do is to know how mature your child is through his level of interaction with his peers. That is, how does your child behave when he or she finds him or herself among their peers. That is, does your child behave maturely among his or her peers? A child that behaves maturely among his or her peers would not bother when he or she has been asked to repeat a class. But a child that is immature, a child that is that has inferiority complex, that child may find it difficult to repeat a class. So as a parent, you need to consider all these too. And another thing is that as a parent, you need to listen to your child's teacher. This is very, very important. Listen to your child's teacher to know the necessary interventions that you need in order to help your child. This one is very, very important. Many parents don't even go to the children's school. They don't ask their children's teachers about their children's behavior in class, their children's performance. They don't even care. Many parents just stay at home. They focus more on their jobs, and they forget about what their children do at school or their children's performance. This is wrong. As a parent, it is very, very important for you to have a relationship with your child's teacher. You need to talk to your child's teacher regularly, so as to at least get feedback from the teacher. Let the teacher tell you what your child does at school, how your child behaves in school, how you need to come in, where you need to come in order to help your child. This is very, very important. And lastly, as a parent, you need to weigh the advantages and disadvantages and do what is best for your child. Remember, this is about your child and not about you. So do your best to weigh the advantages and the disadvantages of repeating a class, so that you will choose the one that is best for your child. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment down there, and don't forget to share. Thank you so much for watching.